Welcome to Aquarius Forecast. There is a specific window of time approaching that requires your absolute focus and a very deep level of awareness. February 2nd and 3rd, 2026 are not just two random days on your calendar. They represent a significant energetic crossroads where one single lapse in judgment or one unintentional reaction could ripple out and affect your life for many months to come. Have you ever felt that strange electric tension in the air, as if a storm is about to break, but everything is eerily still? If you are an Aquarius, you might already be picking up on this frequency. You are the visionary of the Zodiac, the one who sees the future before it even arrives. But even the most gifted eyes can be clouded by a temporary mist. On these two specific days, a certain type of fog is settling over your decision-making process. Are you about to walk into a trap without knowing it, or can you steer yourself away from a mistake that might cost you your peace, your money, or your most valued relationships? In this video, we are going to pull back the curtain on the hidden forces at play. We will discuss exactly what is happening in the atmosphere on February 2nd and 3rd, and why your usual way of reacting might lead you down a very difficult path. We will cover the specific mistake you must avoid, the people you should keep a healthy distance from, and the subtle signals from the universe that you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. This is not about being afraid, it is about being prepared. By the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap to navigate these sensitive 48 hours so that you come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true destiny. Stay with me until the very end, because the wisdom we share today is designed to protect your future and ensure that you turn a potential crisis into a powerful breakthrough. To understand why February 2nd and 3rd are so sensitive, we first need to look at the unique energy surrounding you right now. You are currently in a period of high growth and rapid change. For an Aquarius, this usually feels exciting, but it can also be exhausting. When we are tired, our boundaries become thin and our patience grows short. The energy active on these 2 days is like a magnifying glass for your emotions. Small frustrations can suddenly feel like major betrayals, and minor opportunities can look like life-changing miracles. This is where the risk lies. The atmosphere is primed for exaggeration. You might feel a sudden intense urge to quit your job, to confront a partner, or to spend a large sum of money on something you think will solve all your problems. The major mistake you are at risk of making on February 2nd and 3rd is acting on a temporary feeling as if it were a permanent truth. The universe is testing your ability to stay grounded in the face of emotional noise. If you allow yourself to be swept away by the intensity of the moment, you may make a choice that is very hard to undo. Let us talk specifically about your career and professional life. You have been working so hard lately, often behind the scenes, and you might feel that you are not being given the recognition you deserve. On February 2nd, a situation could arise at work that feels like the final straw. It might be a comment from a supervisor or a project that goes off track. Your natural instinct as an Aquarius is to fight for justice and to demand change. However, on this day, your words carry a sharper edge than you realize. If you speak up in anger or frustration, you might burn a bridge that you still need to cross. The mistake here is thinking that you have to settle the score right now. You do not. The best move on February 2nd and 3rd is to listen, observe, and say as little as possible. If you are pushed for an answer or a commitment, tell them you need 48 hours to think it over. This simple act of waiting will save you from a professional blunder that could haunt your reputation. The career energy right now is actually very positive, but it is in a state of flux. By waiting until the 4th, you allow the dust to settle, and you will see the situation for what it truly is. When it comes to your finances, February 2nd and 3rd bring a warning against any kind of impulsive spending or signing of contracts. there is a specific frequency of temptation in the air. You might see an advertisement or receive an offer that looks like the perfect solution to your financial goals. It might feel like a sign from the universe, but I am here to tell you to look closer. The mistake on these days is ignoring the fine print. There is a hidden detail or a long-term cost that is being obscured by the shiny surface of the offer. If you sign a document on these days, you are essentially binding yourself to an energy that is out of alignment with your long-term security. This is also not the time to lend money to friends or family, even if their story is heart-wrenching. Your own financial bucket needs to be protected right now. If someone pressures you to make a quick financial decision, that pressure is your first red flag. Real opportunities will still be there on the 4th. Protect your hard-earned resources and wait for the fog to clear. Your relationships are perhaps the most sensitive area during this 2-day window. As an Aquarius, you value your independence and your truth. You are often the person who says what everyone else is thinking, but is too afraid to say. Usually, this is a gift. But on February 2nd and 3rd, this honesty can turn into a weapon. A major mistake in your personal life would be to have a deep, serious talk about the future of a relationship while you are feeling this intense energy. You might say things that are technically true, but are delivered without the necessary layer of compassion. This could cause a deep wound in a partner, a friend, or a family member that takes a very long time to heal. If you feel a surge of irritation or a need to confront someone, ask yourself if it can wait until the 4th. Often, the things that feel like a crisis on February 2nd will feel like a small misunderstanding by the 5th. Silence is your best friend in your relationships right now. Use these days to reflect on your own feelings rather than projecting them onto others. By keeping your cool, you maintain your power and you prevent a permanent break in a connection that actually has a lot of value. There are certain people you should avoid during this 48-hour window. We all have those individuals in our lives who thrive on drama, or who always seem to bring a cloud of negativity with them. On February 2nd and 3rd, you are much more susceptible to absorbing the energy of others. The people you need to distance yourself from are the ones who are constantly in a state of emergency. If someone calls you with a new crisis or tries to pull you into a gossip session, politely decline the conversation. Their energy will only serve to confuse your own intuition and push you toward the very mistake we are trying to avoid. Stay away from those who demand your time and energy without offering anything in return. Instead, seek out the company of those who are calm, grounded, and who do not require anything from you. Better yet, spend some time in solitude. You are a sign that thrives on private reflection. By pulling back from the noise of the world, you allow your own inner voice to become clear again. This is how you protect your vibration and stay on the path of your highest good. The universe is always communicating with us, and on February 2nd and 3rd, the signals will be very strong. However, they might not come in the way you expect. The signal you cannot afford to ignore is the feeling of hesitation in your own body. As an Aquarius, you are highly intellectual, and you often try to think your way through problems, but your body has its own wisdom. If you are about to make a decision or say something, and you feel a sudden tightness in your chest or a sinking feeling in your stomach, that is your signal to stop. Do not ignore that physical warning. Your body is picking up on the misaligned energy of the moment long before your mind can process it. Another signal to watch for is repetition. If you keep seeing the same number, hearing the same song, or encountering the same strange obstacle, the universe is trying to slow you down. It is like a cosmic yellow light. It is telling you to proceed with caution or to stop altogether. When you notice these patterns, take a long, deep breath and remind yourself that there is no rush. The most successful people know when to move and when to stand still. This is your time to stand still. You might be wondering, what should I do if I have already made a move or said something I regret? If you find yourself in the middle of a mistake on February 2nd or 3rd, the first thing to do is to stop. Do not try to fix it by doing more. Do not send 10 more messages to explain yourself. Do not try to buy your way out of a bad decision. Just stop and wait for the energy to shift. On the 4th of February, the atmosphere will feel much lighter and clearer. That is the time to assess the damage and make a plan for repair. You will find that when the fog lifts, people are much more willing to listen and to forgive. But if you try to force a solution while the energy is still heavy, you will only make the situation worse. Trust that time is a powerful healer and that waiting a few days is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of incredible self-control. Let us look at the positive side of these 2 days. While they are sensitive and full of potential pitfalls, they are also a powerful time for internal work. If you can avoid the mistake of external reaction, you can use this energy for deep personal transformation. This is a perfect time for journaling, meditation, or simply dreaming about your future. You can use the intensity of the day to fuel your creative projects in private. If you feel a surge of emotion, channel it into art, music, or writing. This allows the energy to flow through you and out of you without causing any damage to your external life. By the time February 4th arrives, you will have processed these feelings, and you will emerge with a new level of clarity about what you truly want. You will realize that the things that felt so urgent were just markers telling you where you need to grow. This is the hallmark of a wise Aquarius. You take the difficult energy of the world and you turn it into wisdom. As an Aquarius, you are a leader of the new age. You are here to bring innovation and higher consciousness to everyone around you. But to lead others, you must first be the master of yourself. February 2nd and 3rd are your training ground. They are a test of your ability to hold your center when everything around you is spinning. Think of yourself as the eye of the hurricane. The winds may be blowing and the rain may be falling, but in the center, there is peace. This is your natural state. When you operate from this place of inner peace, you are untouchable. No mistake can catch you. No drama can pull you in. And no person can drain your light. You are a beacon for others, showing them that it is possible to stay calm, even in the middle of sensitivity. This is the true power of your sign, and these 2 days are a chance for you to claim that power in a very real way. I want you to take a moment and visualize your life a week from now. You have navigated February 2nd and 3rd with grace and patience. You didn't send that angry email. You didn't buy that expensive item you didn't need. And you didn't say that hurtful thing to someone you love. How does it feel to be in that future? You feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. You feel a deep peace in your heart because you protected your energy and your future. You are standing on solid ground, ready to take advantage of the many positive opportunities that the rest of February has in store for you. This is the reality that is waiting for you if you choose to listen to the warnings of these 2 days. You are the architect of your own life, and you are building something beautiful. Do not let 2 days of foggy energy tear down what you have worked so hard to create. As we move forward, remember that you are always supported by the universe, even when the path looks difficult or the mistakes seem easy to make. There is a higher plan for your life. You are a child of the stars, and you are being guided towards your highest potential at all times. These sensitive periods are just a part of the human journey. They are the moments that define our character and refine our soul. By choosing to be aware and to act with intention, you are aligning yourself with the most positive forces in existence. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing. Trust in the timing of your life and trust in the wisdom of your own spirit. I hope this forecast has given you the clarity and the strength you need to navigate February 2nd and 3rd with total confidence. You have the power to avoid every mistake and to turn every challenge into a blessing. You are a brilliant, capable, and visionary Aquarius, and the world is waiting for your light. Keep your focus on the big picture. Stay grounded in your truth. And remember that sometimes the most powerful action you can take is to do nothing at all. The mists will clear, the sun will rise, and you will be standing exactly where you belong. If this message resonated with you today, and you found it helpful, please take a moment to give this video a like. It really helps the channel and allows us to continue providing these insights for our Aquarius community. If you have any thoughts or experiences you want to share about how you are feeling during this time, please leave a comment below. We love hearing from you and learning from your journey. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Aquarius Forecast and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We are dedicated to helping you navigate the stars and find your true path. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Your energy and your presence make this community what it is. Take care of yourself, stay wise, and remember that you are destined for greatness. We will see you in the next video.